This extensive tour he's just completed, and a very successful one at that. We're proud to say that Wendell Cooley got his start right here on Southeastern Championship.
True, and he's got an awful lot of promise, Jarvis.
He sure does. We're about ready for our first match of the day to get underway, so let's go to the ring right now. This is Australian tag team action. Introducing first of all the team of Chris Jarvis and Tommy Crosby. Jarvis and Crosby.
Just a minute, Charlie. Before we get this started, we come out and we'll tell you something, baby. We want everybody to witness. We are the new champions, baby. Hey, get those cameras over here. Get off the ring. Get those cameras over here, baby. Look here, right here. We are the new Southeastern tag team champions, baby. And look, both tag team belts. Tell them, baby. Both belts. You know, the Rat Patrol come out here with one belt and accused us of stealing it. Well, you know, after we won the belt, one of the fans sent us the belt and said, you know, we found this on the side of the road. Right. It shows you how much those guys cared about the belts. They lost them somewhere. Lost them on the side of the road. And they come to us and said, because we know who the real champions are. That's and it's you, the Nightmares. So that's why we got both belts to show you what the champions are going to do to these boys.
Okay, well, that remains to be seen what they're capable of doing. Nevertheless, they are the new Southeastern Tag Team Champions entering the ring. And this competition today, the tag team combination of the Nightmares. One fall with a 10-minute time limit on this match. And, of course, we'll be hearing today and seeing, I'm sure, the man sent in by the Tennessee Stud to manage his stable, which is growing by leaps and bounds. That is King Louie the Whip, as referred to by Ron Fuller.
That's right, Charlie. Mr. Fuller, because he's on his world tour now, has put King Louie today in charge of his stable. Whether he's capable of handling them, that's to be seen.
Collar.
You know, it seems funny, Charlie, that the other tag belt seemed to appear right after it was won by the Nightmares.
It does indeed, and I think you can pretty well consider the source in that particular situation. However, they are one of the most dynamic tag team combinations that I've ever seen in the Southeastern wrestling area. They are about equal size. They're not what you would consider super heavyweight professional wrestlers, but they have the power, the strength, the speed, and the endurance to be competitive and be champions.
That's true, Charlie, and one of the things that they do have that makes them successful is the teamwork. They work together like they've wrestled their entire life together. They work in unison like it was one man out there.
Good arm drag and twist. The team of Chris Jarvis and Tommy Crosby showing some promise. Good reversal by the Nightmare, and he clinches down with that arm bar. I'd like to say hello to a lot of different folks that's viewing in different parts of the country. Had a chance to hear from the Hank Williams Jr. entourage this morning from Merle Kilgore, opening up for Hank Williams Jr. Excited about a new record he has out on Warner Brothers, and says that when and home and Coleman or on the road, whenever he gets a chance, he never misses Southeastern Championship Wrestling. Like to say hello to the whole Hank Williams Jr. crew.
Well, that's good, Charlie. It's good to have fans like that all over the country.
Right now, the Nightmare working over that left arm, and certainly upset. We have the Rat Patrol Incorporated with the loss of those Southeastern tag belts, and the U.S. Junior title still around the waist of Bill Ash. However, with the competition as it is and the determination in Scott Armstrong, that could change at any given moment.
It sure could, Charlie. I would say that the United States Junior belt is in danger right now in the hands of Bill Ash.
These Nightmares going very cautiously into grips, taking that left arm again, working it over.
That was a nice leg to take down by the Nightmares. You know, they like to keep control in the match and keep on top of their men during the whole match, and they do a fine job of it.
this possibly could be a submission in this move by the Nightmare. You have a 10-minute time limit. The Nightmare very clearly pointing out. I don't know if the audience at home can hear, but certainly he was right over Roy and I saying that he's giving these boys a lesson in wrestling.
Well, that's true. They don't seem to be worried about these guys too much. They're taking control and moving around quite a bit, but they better be careful.
Good back body drop. In and out they tag, and great teamwork. Let's see. Oh, right. 2 count. Almost.
Almost.
Now who's giving who a lesson?
That's true, Charlie.
Hard right, boot to the back of the head.
A little more serious now.
Yes, and I think that one particular move by Mr. Crosby could have turned the situation around.
A defeat for them on TV at this point would be pretty embarrassing for them.
It would indeed. And it's the Nightmare now taking his man up. Ooh, full body slam. 2 count. One thing I got to say for King Louie, no matter how he had it done or how he achieved it, he does have 2 of the 3 titles that in his possession now that has been so much of an obsession to the Tennessee stud Ron Fuller in winning that Triple Crown. All that's left now is the Continental Heavyweight Championship. Bob Armstrong, and Boomer Lynch has held that title.
Well, he's had a few tries at that title, and it's been a toss-up. The man's a good competitor. There's no doubt about it.
Bear hug being broke now. Crosby tagging the Nightmare, tagging back his partner now. Hard to tell these 2 apart, Roy.
It sure is. I can't at all, and I've watched them now for a couple of months, and I can't tell them apart.
Taking his man up.
To the top rope.
Ooh. Man. Look at flying head drop. Can you believe that? An inverted pile driver flying from that top rope, crashing down.
There they are, Southeastern Tag Champions.
Certainly victorious over the team of Chris Jarvis and Tommy Crosby on today's edition of Southeastern Television Wrestling. And what a lineup we have. Let's go back just a moment now and take a look at how this tag team combination of the Nightmares operates. And slow motion instant replay. Our director, Jerry Finn, going back now, and look at this, setting his man up. Inverted pile driver. Watch this coming. Now, that was enough there, dropping the man on his head to get the pinfall, but they kind of add insult to injury with the other Nightmare coming off of the top rope. Look at that.
Look at that. Ooh. Unbelievable, Charlie. Unbelievable.
A dynamic and very effective tag team combination, and that's what makes them the Southeastern Tag Team Champions, the Nightmares. We've got a lot of great action to come. Stay with Roy and I. We'll be right back.
Hey, you! Don't touch that dial! Let's talk about moving violations. Unloading your freight at 60 miles an hour is illegal. Not yielding to vehicles 800 times bigger than a Chevy is also an infraction. Take a crash course in traffic school now.
From the creators of Police Academy comes Moving Violations, rated PG-13.
I'll be watching you drive home.
Starts Friday at the East Del Cinema.
Oh, what's that? Oh, a sales contract. What are you buying? Oh, a washer dryer. Hey, that looks like a long and binding agreement to me. Now, by the way, how much is the down payment? That much? You know, if you rent to own from Key Rental, there is no down payment, no long-term obligation, and they don't check your credit. Plus, at the end of the agreement, you own the washer and dryer or anything else you rent. Well, what are you waiting for? Key Rental, Faircourt Shopping Center. Call now for same-day delivery.
Dodge would like to thank someone special for seeing us through the tough times.
Thank you, America. New York.
So we're thanking you with the Great American Truck Value, up to $500 cash back on selected Dodge trucks. And we back you up with America's only standard 550 protection plan on U.S.-built cars and trucks.
See these Dodge truck dealers today.
Barry Andrews is about to meet the girl of his dreams.
You come in now.
The dream girl is a healthy 8 pounds, born at 2 a.m. at Jackson Hospital. From the moment they arrived, Barry and Susan got the attention they needed, because at Jackson, we want your stay to be as happy and healthy as the hundreds of babies we deliver each year. That's why we offer you advanced health care and courteous attention.
You'll feel better at Jackson.
Jackson Hospital.
Yes, Thursday night, 8 o'clock, the Montgomery Civic Center. U.S. Junior title at stake as the Rat Patrol takes on Bill Ash. Southeastern tag titles, 2 out of 3 falls. The Rat Patrol against the Nightmares. Special event, Mr. Olympia takes on Mr. Russia. Special tag challenge match, $5,000, winner take all. Bob Armstrong and Pork Chop Cash go against Jimmy Golden and Boomer H. Lynch, managed by King Louie. Plus, it will be Hold versus Hold, as Austin Idol takes on Lord Humongous. Don't miss it. Thursday night, Southeastern Championship Wrestling, 8 o'clock, the Montgomery Civic Center. And we'd like to remind you, Southeastern Television Wrestling here on Channel 20 will be each Saturday at 6 p.m. An all-star lineup of Southeastern Wrestling on Thursday night. Special Thursday night edition, the Montgomery Civic Center. Match time will be 8 o'clock. And the Rat Patrol will be in 4 Southeastern tag titles up, 2 out of 3 falls. And they'll be going after the Nightmares in U.S. Junior title action. The Rat Patrol, Scott Armstrong, will be facing Bill Ash. Right now, let's hear from the Nightmares and Bill Ash.
You know, there's a lot of people running around here telling you about how big and bad and tough they are. When they get a broken hand or they get blood clots or anything else, they go home and they lay down. Not me, brother. Nothing stops me from getting in that ring and doing what I do best, which is defend this belt. And out of the kind graciousness of my heart, I consented to put this belt on the line against Scott Armstrong. Well, regardless of what happens today on TV, there will be a title defense. I'll defend this belt. Let me tell you something, Rat Patrol. You guys must be completely stupid. You know, I thought you were idiots, but now I know that you're idiots. You got something missing up here, baby. The lights are on, but nobody's home. A 2 out of 3 falls with the Nightmares. We are the Southeastern Tag Team Champions. You couldn't get it done in single matches. Hey, no disqualification, no time limit, because every time we wrestled, you guys crawled out of the ring. Your tongues were dragging the ground, and now you ask for a 2 out of 3. Well, let's right down around here, because we can go all night, baby. And to show you what kind of champions we are, we're going to come to the ring with both belts. That's right. We found another belt, baby. A crippled girl that Johnny Rich been dating, boxed it up and sent it to us. He left it at her house, and she wrote a note and said, the Nightmares are the true champions. So here's your belt. And this is our belt, baby.
It's Bill Ash, Scott Armstrong.
It sure is, but let me tell you something, Mr. Ash. I may have taken a little time off to get this hand right, but, brother, it's right now, I promise you. I got a title shot coming up, and, brother, I'm going to make good of it. You can count on that.
I know you gentlemen are after those Southeastern tag titles, Steve. 2 out of 3 falls.
That's right. It's 2 out of 3 falls this time. We'll see just what kind of shape we're in. You know, everybody knows how these guys took the belts from us, but we're not going to cry about that. We don't really care about that. It's just one thing that the people, I think, realize about the Rat Patrol is we're not quitters, and we'll never quit. Tell them about it, JR.
That's right, Charlie. It's funny how that...
Ladies and gentlemen, this event, 1 fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing from St. Petersburg, Florida, David Fox. And his opponent from Milton, Florida, Wendell Cooley. And we were talking moments ago, Roy, about the return of Wendell Cooley to Southeastern Television Wrestling.
I'm anxious to watch him in action.
Seems like Wendell might have put on a few pounds in the upper chest area since he was here the last time.
He sure has. He's filled out real good.
Collar and elbow with Dave Fox. Good arm drag takedown going into that left arm with the arm bar on Fox. Both of these gentlemen out of Florida, the St. Petersburg for Dave Fox, and look at that. Flying head scissor takedown.
Nice move.
Pride of Milton, Florida, Wendell Cooley. And, of course, Wendell has a brother that is coming right along in pro wrestling, Greg Cooley. Good from behind, full Nelson by Fox. And Wendell Cooley finds a way out. Wendell Cooley looking very good in competition here on Southeastern Television Wrestling. Collar and elbow again with Fox. Fox.
Standing fireman's carry.
Fox has quite an amateur background in wrestling and coming right along with his professional career. He's in a ring with a man right now who certainly has been looking at experience for quite some time, and this last tour that Wendell went out through Texas and the West Coast, a very successful tour, and we're certainly proud of Wendell Cooley. Good shoulder smash again on Dave Fox, putting him almost to the ropes that time, and another good takedown side headlock by Wendell Cooley. Ring official Marvin Kelly checking things out. We're talking about King Louie a moment ago. We'll be talking to him a little later on in today's program. And Roy, you've been following the situation. Quite a empire, I guess you would call it, that Mr. Ron Fuller is building now with his stud stable.
Well, it sure is, Charlie, and Mr. Gillette, King Louie now is taking a lot of credit for the victories by the men that's under Ron Fuller's stable, but I think that the men themselves deserve a lot of that credit.
3 count, or 2 count, almost a 3 count on Dave Fox. Ooh, Cooley pressing his man. Full body slam.
High body slam.
Dropping that elbow.
He's got him hooked.
Ooh, almost a 3 count. Dave Fox has quite a bit of determination. Good series of moves by Cooley. Really thought he had that pinfall. Now coming off again. Oh, dropping the knee into the chest. Cutting off that win. 2 count again, but it's a weak kick out by Dave Fox. It's, the punishment, the moves being applied by Cooley are definitely taking their toll, aren't they, Roy?
They sure are, Charlie. He's showing the pressure that's been put on him, and if he's not careful, he's going to get in a bad situation with Mr. Cooley.
Cooley clamping down with the pressure. Still to come. And just a matter of minutes, we've got U.S. Junior title match on television with the U.S. Junior Heavyweight Champion and the top contender for that title, Scott Armstrong, a member of the Rat Patrol. Bill Ash and Scott Armstrong coming up in just a few minutes. And then you'll see action from Mr. Russia and Pork Chop Cash, one of the favorites of the... Whoa, it's been a while since I've seen that one, Roy.
Stampede. That's it.
It is over. And your winner from Milton, Florida, returning to Southeastern Television Wrestling, Wendell Cooley. What a win for Wendell over Dave Fox.
Very impressive victory.
Yes, out of St. Petersburg, Florida. As we said, great action still to come. U.S. Junior title match coming up next. Right now, watch this very important word. A week ago that Ron Fuller made the announcement and the presentation of King Louie on Southeastern Championship Wrestling that he would be taking over the stud stable while the Tennessee Stud was on world tour.
Oh, I love it. Go ahead. I love it.
I'm sure that Mr. Fuller will be pleased to know that you have
I made him a promise that we would be getting these 2 belts back. And look at them. Look at them. Come on, show them belts. All right. Now, I'm making another promise. Austin Idol, I've got something for you here. This is for you. And I said before I'm finished with you that this is going to fit around your neck. And believe me, it will. And we got Mr. Olympia to come and stuck his nose. You know, Ron Fuller had a little bit of a
soft spot in his heart for his brother. He was afraid that maybe his brother was going to get hurt a little too bad. And that's, let's face it, maybe that's why he's one and all. He needs a vacation. Because, when you cripple a brother, that's pretty tough, right? But I don't have no brother here. I don't have no brother, but I sure got some. Look at these fishermen. Look at these athletes, huh? Now, before I'm finished, somebody's going to come and hand me the money and say, please, King Louis, please leave us alone. Please take the money, put it in the bank, do whatever you want, but don't fool with us anymore because we are getting hurt here. And believe me, they are going to get hurt.
Well,
remember one thing when I said to Ronald before he left, he'd give me a great group of men, and on the other side there were all a bunch of candy butts. You remember that? Well, I'm proving it now. Now you have a man as a champion. You don't have a candy butt anymore. Now you have a champion out here, and there's another candy butt around that's going to have that around him, and he's going to pay for every little bit he's done. You've got to trash it.
King Louis the Whip was
trash
stable, right?
Trash.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next event will be the United States Junior Heavyweight Championship match. Now entering the ring from Paris, Arkansas, the U.S. Junior Heavyweight Champion, Bill Ash. U.S. Junior Heavyweight Championship match. And his opponent, making his way to the ring right now, one member of the Rat Patrol Incorporated, Scott Armstrong. Scott Armstrong taking on Bill Ash on today's edition of Southeastern Television Wrestling. The title is up.
That's really great, Charlie. It's not many times that you get a title match on TV, and the competition in this match is really fair. Scott wants that title bad.
And Scott, of course, making his return on television last week, having to...
Going for his hand right off the bat, Charlie.
Having to surrender the title again to Ash last week on television was, and I can understand this, if anything was ever justified, was a little more than Scott could take. And that's where you see that hand take for Bill Ash right now.
It's upsetting to a wrestler to work as hard as he's worked.
Ash warning the referee to warn Armstrong to watch out for the hand. One count on Scott Armstrong. Ash is making a big deal about his hand. What he's failed to recognize is that his opponent is the man who had one of the most severe breaks that you can have to a hand, from what I understand from the doctor, Scott Armstrong.
It sure was, and it put him out of commission for some time, and of course there's always the chance of re-injury on that fracture, so Scott has really got the problem with the hand, not Ash. Ash keeps complaining about it, but I don't think it's justified. Nice move by Scott Armstrong.
Barring that left arm, Bill Ash, and Ash, the veteran that he is in knowing the ropes as he does, decides to go for it.
That's typical for Bill Ash, I'm afraid to say.
Again into grip, center of the ring, side headlock by Bill Ash on Scott Armstrong, clamping down with the pressure.
Top wrist lock. Ooh. Ash goes to the ropes again, Charlie.
And Ash goes right to that rope. It seems so far during this match that the United States Junior Heavyweight Champion has used those 3 ring ropes for a very hefty crutch. When the going gets tough in this match, Bill Ash gets going in those ropes. Scott Armstrong really going for that hand.
After that hand, Charlie. He's working it. I don't mind telling you, I don't mind seeing that. I hate being partial, but Bill Ash needs that kind of treatment.
It was obvious that Bill Ash certainly intentionally And he came out open on television the week after it happened and said, yes, I broke the hand of Scott Armstrong, you know. And so, turnabout is fair play in this situation, and it cost Scott Armstrong the U.S. Junior Heavyweight Championship. That's the bottom line.
Well, it cost him that, and it cost him a lot more. He, like I said, he was out of commission for several weeks, and went through a lot of pain and a lot of trouble. And for a young man in his position, that affected his whole career.
And we'd like to...
nice high drop kick. Bill caught him there.
When a competitor such as Scott Armstrong, or in the case of Mr. Olympia, is injured, Roy, that's one thing I'd like to point out to the fans. When they're sitting at home recuperating, they are not competing. They are not getting paid when they do not compete, and that is a very costly thing in itself.
That's it. That's what it's all about. Now, if you'll notice right now, Bill Ash is hitting him, and hitting him pretty hard with the hand that he says is injured.
Yeah, that certainly does make you wonder about... Oh, look at that clothesline with that hand.
Grabs his hand. Look, he's taking the tape off his hand.
And Mr. Ash, could it be that it is a situation where Mr. Ash, from behind...
Taking the ace advantage. His hand wasn't hurt at all, Charlie.
Now he is... Wait a minute. This is uncalled for. Bill Ash. Bill Ash trying to tie...
He tied him to the rope, Charlie, with that bandage.
Marvin Kelly sounds the bell. The count was made 5 count. He did not break it, and Marvin Kelly went right for that bell. And we are trying to stop this match. And I think
here comes the Rat Patrol.
Will be stopped now. Wait a minute. The Nightmares. Johnny Rich. Oh,
over the top rope.
And Scott Armstrong continually choked by Bill Ash. And look, the Nightmares have Steve Armstrong all tied up. Wait a minute. All right, Steve Armstrong jumps out of the way. Now the Nightmare being pulled out by Rich, and the Rat Patrol begins to turn things around a bit.
All right.
Scott Armstrong choked. And now the Nightmares and Bill Ash make a hasty retreat over to the dressing room. This match is thrown out. Scott Armstrong, both Johnny Rich and Steve up there giving him some assistance. Hopefully this young man is okay, and there you go.
Winner by disqualification is Scott Armstrong.
Right, and,
well,
that's certainly disappointing to see, but very understandable what just happened with Bill Ash. We'll be right back with more of Southeastern Television Wrestling, a very special personality profile. You stay with us.
Say goodbye to pills and powder diets. Introducing something so totally different, it may change the way the world loses weight. From the mysterious Orient comes the most exciting weight loss discovery ever made. Lose weight with an ancient Chinese reducing formula, Lin Su Tea.
China has been the keeper of many fabulous secrets, like Lin Su Tea.
With this amazing plan, you eat delicious meals and then sip the tea. That's it. There's no starvation diet or harsh exercise program.
The pounds just seem to vanish, and the tea tastes great.
It doesn't even feel like I'm on a diet.
The Chinese eat rice, starches, and many fattening foods. Yet they stay slim because of a secret only recently revealed to the Western world. A very special tea leaf grown in the misty high mountains of China has been used for centuries to help the body lose weight. Lin Su Tea, imported from China, is now available in the United States during this special offer.
With the tea, I've lost 12 pounds. This is an easy way to lose weight.
We had Lin Su Tea tested at a major university in China. The weight loss results prove the amazing qualities of this incredible product. If you've been disappointed with the results from pill and powder diets, here's something that really works. With a Lin Su Tea plan, you must lose weight or your money back. It's absolutely guaranteed.
To order, call 1-800-453-9900. That's 1-800-453-9900. Save COD charges by using your credit card. Or send $19.95 plus $3 shipping to T Box 4500, Burbank, California. But for COD and credit card orders, call 1-800-453-9900. Call now, because the sooner you order, the sooner you'll be drinking tea and losing weight. That's 1-800-453-9900. Order now.
Welcome to our personality profile segment of Southeastern Championship Wrestling. Our discussion today, a special lineup of Southeastern Wrestling in Montgomery, Alabama at the Civic Center on Thursday night. That's this coming Thursday night in Montgomery. A lot of very important things to be solved in Montgomery, some of those being a special event. Mr. Olympia will be returning to action. He'll be going against Mr. Russia in a special challenge match. Also a special challenge tag match. It will be a lot of money at stake. The winning team will walk away with $5,000. There's some $10,000 riding on this event. As Bob Armstrong and Pork Chop Cash will take on Jimmy Golden and Boomer H. Lynch. And it will be hold versus hold. The Las Vegas leg lock of Austin Idol against the Shinonamaki Sleeper is perfected by the Lord Humongous. This is coming Thursday night in Montgomery. And one thing in common with all of these matches, all of the individuals that I named are managed by King Louie. And let's hear his comments now.
Montgomery, I guess it's going to be the end of the start. We started, and we got these two titles back. We got the car, and now tonight we have a chance to get $10,000. We're going to go home with $10,000. As you know, I had to put $5,000 for my men. We had to do that. But now let's start from the bottom here. Let's talk a little bit. Number one, we have Mr. Russia. You have Mr. Olympia, whose buddy he claims was sick, and now his mind is not much better to come in and challenge him. So we're going to go and unmask him and take the mask and show who he is and then begin, right? Okay. Yes, number two, we have this big tag match. We have the title and $10,000. Right? Money.
Money, baby, money.
Now, we have a very important match with the Lord out here and Austin Idol. Let's make room. Let's show him. The bear. Okay. I like to tell you one thing, Austin Idol. Number one, what are you going to do after you put the leg lock on this? You think he's going to give up? No, he's not going to give up because I am the only man that can give up for him. If I don't give up, he can't give up. And you can never put enough pressure on him to make me give up. But let me tell you about the Oriental Sleeper. We're going to put it on you because, you know, the leg lock is the only way you can win your match. The Sleeper is the only way that we can win our match. You know what the problem is? I'll tell you. In order to put you to sleep, he'll have to wake you up first. And I guarantee you that we're going to do just that.
Okay, the comments of King Louie and Chopper.
You know what I'm saying? King Louie, he don't even know what day it is. Brother, let me tell you, when Thursday night, when we come to Montgomery, brother, we're going to have it hot and heavy, me and Bob Armstrong. Because you know one thing? I went deep down in my pocket, and I don't like to go in my pocket and get my money out. But Jimmy Golden, you went boom, boom, bang, bang. We had to dig in our pocket to get some money. Brother, when $2,500, it's a lot of money to me. It may not be a lot of money to you, but it's a lot of money to me. And, brother, when I put my lot of money on the line, brother, it's going to be a fight. And I know my partners think the same way, Bob Armstrong.
Well, like we always said, Chops, black and white can fight all night, and Thursday night is good a time as any because I had to come up with 25 big smackers myself, and I don't like doing that, but think of what we can win, Chops. Thursday night could be a big winning day for the Bullet and the Chopper.
All right, and Mr. Olympia returns. He'll be going against Mr. Russia, and everybody's asking the question, is it too soon?
Charlie, don't ask me that question. What I want to talk about is that I've had to sit home for weeks and weeks and weeks and listen to trash like that. First, it was the stud and all his stable. Now it's this King Louie. I had to sit home and listen and not be able to do anything about it. But I can now. And Mr. Russia, I'm going to tell you one thing. I got one mask. and you're talking about getting my mask. And, Charlie, you know, my policy's always been if I lose a mask, if I lose a loser leave and have to take it off, I'm gone. Bye-bye, that's it, I'm finished. Well, that's not going to happen. So don't even start talking about it. But what I am going to talk about is I'm going to start some mayhem in, where? Montgomery. That's where I'm coming from Mr. Olympia and Robert Fuller.
See, I think someone needs to reach over and pinch Louis the Whip and wake him up. Because you see, Charlie, this ain't no jive, Louis the Whip. This ain't no gaga. We're talking serious business. These two men reached down, they grabbed $5,000 apiece, but they sweat, they labored, they cried, and they bled for. And I signed a match, knowing full well my wrestling career can come to an end if I get the sin of me by the Lord humongous. But by the same token, you see, if I happen to get the Las Vegas leg lock on you, Jack, or should I say, jerk, there ain't a team of wild horses that can tear me apart. Believe me, if I get it on, baby, I ain't going to let it up till I see the bone split and stick right through your leg, baby.
First of all, Steve Brinson. Steve Brinson, his opponent, managed by King Louis and a member of the stud stable, Mr. Russia. All right, Mr. Russia. Steve Brinson, who is an outstanding young athlete, coming quite away. Collar and elbow over on the ropes. Mr. Russia backs his man in. Good reversal by Brinson. Turns things around and steps back out to the center of the ring. Again, going into grips, but it's Russia raking across the eye of Brinson. Ooh. Mr. Russia is really going after his man. Mr. Russia, a big point of controversy, Roy, because of the speculation and almost assuredness that the man under that mask is Boris Zherkov. And that mask comes off, it's all over for that man.
It sure would be. If the mask does come off, and it is him indeed, then that would be all they would roast for him. But as long as he's under the mask, there's nothing anybody can do, that Southeastern can do about it.
Brinson being hurled into those ring ropes. Oh, good elbow by Russia coming off of the ropes. There's Mr. Russia. Hard right by Brinson. Almost ineffective on Mr. Russia, who just really has a wave of momentum going right now. Being thrown through those ring ropes. And Brinson right back in.
Mr. Russia's not giving him any room to breathe. He's out to punish this boy.
Hard rights by Brinson. Oh, walking right into that boot of Mr. Russia.
Hard clothesline. He's got him. That's it.
It is over. Your winner of the match, Mr. Russia. And there you see the flag displayed by King Louis at ringside. Mr. Russia, of course, a member of the stud stable. And under the direction now, King Louis coming out to join us, Mr. Olympia. And
I hear you got a film from last week of what happened to Robert Fuller and the Russian. If you don't mind, I'd like to get straight into that right now.
All right, let's roll it upstairs if we can. Take a look at the action that did take place last week on television. And Mr. Olympia coming out to join us and reviewing the situation between Robert Fuller and Mr. Russia. You did come to Robert Fuller's aid. You had ridden up to television just to watch.
Charlie, I came up with Robert. He told me, he said he had an important match on TV last week, so I rode up with Robert. And, you know, I took it upon myself. You know, I didn't come up here to interfere in any way, form, or fashion. I just rode up to watch Robert, and I was standing up in the control room, and I could see what was going on. Now, you see, right here you see Barstow. I was watching on the monitor upstairs when this was happening, and I could see he's doing something here. I couldn't tell exactly what, and the next thing I knew, somebody else, or it looked like somebody else, had come into the ring. Now, this don't look like the same people right here to me.
No, indeed it does not. It's certainly a different man, possibly Boomer Lynch.
To my, you know, to my knowledge, because I've been at home, sitting home weeks after weeks watching these people, watching the stud and his stable run their mouth. Now, when he done this move, there's no no way out. I know it's Boomer Lynch.
Question right now, are you returning to wrestling too early? That's the main question. You were here to observe last week when all this took place and you stepped back in the ring. Are you getting back into the ring too early? You know what your doctor...
Well, I'd like to say this, Charlie. It's my business. Whether I am or not, it's my business. And right here, you could see the switch right here. So he's already took advantage of Robert. He's dropped on his back. Robert's sitting at home with his back hurt. Well, I said, hey, I'm not going to let him give up. I'm going to get in there before he gives up because I know the man's in pain. So I took it upon myself to come into the ring and do what I could. Now, right here, you see, I throw the Russian up against the pole, and I go back to see about Robert. And every time I went back to see about Robert, I could see the fans over here in the corner. They're hollering, watch it, and they shoot somebody else in at me. And you see right here, I knock another one out. I go back. I see he's not out of the picture. I go back to see about Robert Fuller, and here comes Jimmy Golden. But, you know, I've been out a long time, and I've watched TV week after week after week, and I've watched these people do things. Now, he thought he was going to get me, too, but I pulled a slicky hair. I said, not yet. This I didn't see. I didn't see Jimmy Golden pull out anything, but here I did. I see him pull something to hit me in the back, and they've got me down here.
You put yourself in quite a situation after what you went through. I'm going to bring that out one more time, and that's just out of concern for your career and for you.
Well, Charlie, I know maybe it is too soon, but I took it upon myself. Now, I've stepped in deep water or whatever you want to say, but right here you see I'm taking the mask off of Mr. Russia here, and who's over there? They got him all covered up. But I got the mask, and I got it right here on TV, and I'm going to take every one of them I can off that man until he leaves this area, or I have to retire myself. So, you know, maybe I am coming back too soon, but these people are behind me, and as long as they're behind me, I don't think I can lose.
There you have it, a very determined Mr. Olympia. We've got more great action on Southeastern Wrestling still to come.
Can't work every day, I gotta get away. I'm an outdoor loving man.
We love to get away from crowds and noise. We do it every chance we can.
Give us open space and Mother Nature's place, from the mountains to the ocean sand. Show us grass that's green where the air is clean, to please an outdoor loving man. At Camping World of Alabama, the outdoor loving man will feel right at home. They got motor homes, mini homes, and travel trailers. Camping World of Alabama's got a fine plan to please to make you free as a breeze. Central Alabama's largest selection of pop-up campers, they got them for you. Yes, sir, it's all at Camping World of Alabama. Give us open space and Mother Nature's place, from the mountain to the ocean sand. Show us grass that's green where the air is clean, to please an outdoor loving man. Be an outdoor loving man. See Camping World of Alabama. I-65, 5 miles north of Montgomery, exit 179.
Some folks think showbiz is strictly
Kid stuff. Oh, yeah. The games at showbiz now. You'll want to play them all day. The games at showbiz now are simply far and away the newest, fastest, funnest, bestest games you can play.
So, what do you say to that?
It's kid stuff. Have your showbiz pizza. Family fun.
For the Rayco plan, there's no surprises. When you rent to own from Rayco, you pay for what you get. No deposit, no filing fee, no delivery charge. No charge for service upkeep during your entire rental period. You get the color TV, console or portable, stereo, VCR, or name brand appliances at the most affordable rates without any hidden charges, because no surprise is the best surprise we can give. Call 277-8844, Rayco Reynolds, next to the record shop on the Eastern Bypass.
An all-star lineup of Southeastern Wrestling returning to the Montgomery Civic Center on Thursday night. That's right, Thursday night at 8 o'clock. A lot of great matches on the lineup. 2 out of 3 fall Southeastern tag titles. That special challenge tag, $5,000 winner take-all, and a special event. Mr. Olympia returns to the Montgomery Civic Center. He'll be taking on Mr. Russia. And before we talk to Mr. Olympia, some comments from King Louie.
Mr. Olympia, Now, you tell me what in the heck are you going to do out there? You come in and take Buddy Robert Fuller's place out there. Now, Robert is hurt, and you come in. What are you, brother's keeper or something? Huh? Are you going to put up with that? Huh? No. That's right. You got it right. You're not going to put up, and this is your only chance. Now, you come in and you try to do a man's job, but as far as I'm concerned, Mr. Olympia, you're nothing but a boy. And you know what happened to boys? We spank them. And there is no way that you're going to take that mask away from him because he has too much at stake. First of all, if you take that mask away, he has to go back because neither the stud or I would put up with any loser. And we're here to win. So make it good, buddy, because it's going to be your last chance.
And the question in everyone's mind, are you returning to the ring too early?
Look, Robert Fuller come to take my place. Now I've come to take Robert's place. Regardless what I am, Louis the Wimp, or what do they call him? It don't matter to me. But I will be in Montgomery, Alabama, and I will fight for myself as well as Robert Fuller. Now, Louis or the Russian, it makes no difference. If both of you get in there, I'll take care of both of you. Maybe I am coming back too early. But I'll find out, and you'll find out because I'm going to be there regardless whether it's too soon or too late. It don't matter to me. Montgomery, I'm coming to Montgomery.
In this event, 1 fall television time remaining. The superstar going right after Pork Chop Cash. And today would not... wait a minute. It is over. That has got to be a record. That has got to be a record.
Some of the talk, Artie. Let's talk. Somebody owes me some money. A certain person called Austin Idol. Where is he at? Is he going to jail to visit his father?
What are you talking about? Owing you money.
He stole $5,000 from me when he pulled out from the stud, which is the same thing, right?
Are you talking about the tug of war?
It's exactly what I'm talking about.
He deserves the money.
No, he doesn't.
Yes,
he stole it.
Well, I think we can look up the tape and the audio and find out what actually happened.
There's no reason to look at any tape. I have the word out here, and the words speak loud, clearer than pictures, right? Now,
I don't think so.
Well, I do. And, you know, let me tell you another thing. As you know, I mentioned a couple of things about his father earlier on the show today. And you said I didn't know what I was talking. You didn't know what I was talking about, right? Let's talk here. Let's talk about Austin Idol. He is a thief. You don't blame the boy for going around and stealing money now. He learned from his father.
Now, wait a
his
minute,
father
Mr.
died
Blair.
in jail.
I think you have gone just far.
Why have I gone far? Why? Hey, if I'm wrong, why is he here to deny it? If somebody said that my dad died in jail, I would be all there to try to deny it.
We've heard
Why
just
is
about
it?
enough.
Where's the
Here he is.
$5,000? Where's the $5,000?
You got a big fat job, pal. You got a big fat job, but I'm saying what you can do.
Well, Mr. Talayet is being escorted to the ring. Wait a minute, Jimmy Golden now catches Idol from behind. He goes after Golden now again. It's Mr. Russia. The whole stable filling up the ring, and they're going after Idol. We definitely need some... He's got the Shinonamaki on Austin Idol. He's got the Shinonamaki on Austin Idol. I don't know if there's anyone left in the back. I think Pork Chop Cash just came out of the ring. I don't know where he is. I don't...
He wants to be king. We're going to crown him king for a day.
Being slapped by King Louis Talayet after that Shinonamaki. Wait a minute. Oh, that is just... That is... ridiculous. Louis Tilley and Ron Fuller's stable making a mockery out of Austin Idol. We need some help out here. I think everyone has left the television arena. Pork Chop Cash coming back. Obviously been in the showers, and he clears that ring. Oh, that's enough. Pork Chop Cash. We'll be back with more Southeastern Wrestling in just a moment.
Soybean growers, chances are Lexone DF pre-emergence weed killer controls your toughest weed problems. Like pigweed, beggarweed, sickle pod, tea-weed, Sesbania. Lexone DF, your first line of defense against broadleaf weeds, only from DuPont.
New Southern Fried Catfish. It's farm-raised and grain-fed.
There is something happening in the woods no man can explain. For it is here, beneath the souls of men, that the passions of the beast run wild. Here, that the childish fantasies of innocence come face to face with the nightmare of unrelenting evil. The company of wolves. The fairy tale ends when the wolves come out. The company of wolves. Rated R.
Starts Friday, April 19th at theaters everywhere.
You can rent what you need and all rent go.
For just a small amount a day, you can rent to own an entire living room suite, a beautiful dining room outfit or dinette set, or luxurious bedroom furniture, all at low weekly or monthly rates with no long-term obligation, credit hassles, or down payment. Call today, get it today.
You can rent what you need and all rent go. The only way to go.
Don't miss the all-star lineup of Southeastern Championship Wrestling on Thursday night. Yes, Thursday night, 8 o'clock, the Montgomery Civic Center. U.S. Junior title at stake as the Rat Patrol takes on Bill Ash. Southeastern tag titles, 2 out of 3 falls. The Rat Patrol against the Nightmares. Special event, Mr. Olympia takes on Mr. Russia. Special tag challenge match, $5,000, winner take all. Bob Armstrong and Pork Chop Cash go against Jimmy Golden and Boomer H. Lynch, managed by King Louie. Plus, it will be hold versus hold as Austin Idol takes on Lord Humongous. Don't miss it. Thursday night, Southeastern Championship Wrestling, 8 o'clock, the Montgomery Civic Center. Outbreak, and right now let's go to the other studio and get the comments of King Louie.
Boy, I might have to get can you imagine what the stud would think now? We have done what we promised we were going to do, right? We put the handcuff on him. We put him right out there with the garbage. We buried him. And if it hadn't been for that poor chop, you know what would have happened to him? We would have finished him right there. But it's not over yet. And before I'm finished with you, you are going to bring me the money and say, please, King Louie, please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Remember one thing. It's not what you can do for your country, but it's what you can do for me. And we're going to do it, right?
We're going to practice.
That's it.
All right,
Let me lay something on you. You want war, Louis Gillette. You want war. You want to know what a bad son of a you know what is. Well, come on, baby, you guys. You see, I don't mind when they cuss me. I don't mind when they run me down. But when you run my mama, when you run my daddy down, they ain't even alive now, sorry, then you got war, baby. The first thing I'm doing, Chopper, the first thing I'm doing, I'm going to the nearest hardware store. I'm going to get these handcuffs cut off me, and then I'm going immediately to the building. If I'm there 2 hours early, 3 hours early, I don't care. Somebody's going to be hospitalized, I promise, I swear. On everything you told me, someone's going to be hospitalized.
Let me tell you one thing. Things just be started. Things just begin to start, Louis Gillette. Let me tell you one thing. Humongous and Jimmy Golden, brother. I know they're probably in the back laughing and joking, but I'm going to tell you, brother, when we get in that ring, we ain't going to be laughing and joking. We're going to be out there cooking and smoking, and I'll guarantee you that. Louis Gillette. And your little pimp, Squeak, look like a penguin. You get in the way, and, brother, you will get it, too. All right. Well, as I said earlier, I'm sure Mr. Gaggle will have a lot to say about what has happened here on television today. We'd like to remind you the TV tournament details coming soon. Also, Alabama April Adventure. The other city that has been added is Gadsden, Alabama, the Coliseum. More details on that. And don't forget, a lot of great action coming to the arena, a lot of important things to be settled. And be sure to join us next week for Southeastern Television Wrestling on this station.